Welcome to the classroom. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Hey guys, so look, I know we're living in a difficult time. South Africa is in a recession in real terms. Much of the global economy is facing very difficult times. A lot of people are out there losing jobs. Because you're losing jobs, you're looking to replace a job. I'm going to tell you now, as somebody who is looking for talent to grow my business and my businesses, that people who are looking for people to join their firms aren't looking for people who are looking for jobs. They're looking for people who are seeing themselves as talent and who are looking to develop a career. And there is a difference between the two. So I'm going to tell you a little experience that we had very recently, and I hope that it adds some perspective to you. So we've been out in the market. We're looking for a social media manager as well as a social media intern. And we started the process to get a social media intern. We saw a couple of candidates. One specific young lady kind of stood out, came in, we had the interview with her, and the interview went super cool, right? I was like, interview's cool. We gave her a task to do. She came back with a task, loved it. And then we we needed her to do psychometrics and some behind the scenes stuff that we do. So credit checks, criminal checks, all of that stuff. In the process, she went and accepted another job offer. By the time we went to her and were like, look, we'd like to take you on, she was like, well, I've taken another job. Can we have the conversation? And the answer is no. And I'm going to say this to you, all of you now who are in the market and you're looking for a job. If you're looking for a place where you can plow your skills, where you can grow your mind, where you can grow your skill set, where you can develop yourself as an individual, you have to be willing to grow a career, not a job, guys. A lot of you are watching this video and you're locked into a job, and the job, if I'm honest, pays you more than the value you're adding as well, but you can't downgrade what you're earning and get into an area where you're going to develop a career because you've now got these bills. So I hear people say stuff like, yeah, but I got bills to pay. You know, I'm earning X amount. I'm earning 10 or 20,000 Rand. My bills are 18,000 Rand. I can't move for less money. You can move for less money because you can restructure your bills. You can maybe get a smaller apartment. You can stop spending as much on your credit card. You know, like, guys, the stuff you can do, especially on disposable income stuff, there's stuff you can't change. Like if you're helping out at home, you're helping out at home. You can't change that. Groceries are groceries. You can't change that. But there's things you can change in your disposable income. That's going to give you a bit of time and a bit of leverage so that you can get into your stream of career. Because here's what happens. You're in the job you're in now. Then what's going to happen is you're going to move into a different job and you're going to earn 5% more, 6% more. And then a different job in another 8 years' time, 5% more, 6% more. But all that's really happening is you're getting yourself locked in and stuck in a path that you don't want to be in. And in 20 years' time, you're going to look back and go, this is not who I am. This is not what I wanted to do. This is not where I want to be. I always wanted to be this. Yet when I had the opportunity to make the shift and the change, I didn't. It's so important for you to remember this. So right now, wherever you're sitting as you're watching this video, just ask yourself the question, have you got a job or are you building a career? Yeah? And you got to be honest with yourself. And if you're a person with a job, then ask yourself, am I willing to take the risk of moving into an area where I'm going to build a career? Am I willing to take the short-term pain to go and build a career? And do I see myself as a long-term player? Because in the long term, you win if you take the short-term pain. There's a thought for you. Just go and think about it. Are you in your job or are you building a career? I'd be keen to hear what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel. Click below to subscribe to the channel. Leave us with your comments. Cheers, guys.
The human resources management function includes all the activities and decisions which are intended to improve the employees and the business as a whole. The ultimate goal being to bridge the gap between managerial goals and the needs of the employees. The question then is, how would the human resources department achieve this? Well, they should focus on the interpretation of employer and employee needs, the coordination of management and staff requirements, implementation of various activities of personnel management such as manpower planning, recruitment, selection, placement, induction, training, the keeping of records, and fair remuneration. One of the tasks performed by management is planning And the HR manager is no different. They have to do this. They do this by doing a workload analysis and a job analysis. The difference between the two is that the first one is designed to determine the staffing requirements. Which department needs how many people? And the second one is designed to find the specific tasks related to a specific job, meaning what the employees must do and the skills required by them to do this. After the human resources officer or manager has determined the human resource capital needs, they have drawn up the job description and the specifications. It is time to find the right employees. The manager can hire internally. The advantages of this would be an improved morale because people may get promoted. It is a cheap way of hiring because let's face it, advertising internally is free. But most importantly, the employee's track record is known to the HR department. The other alternative is to put the job vacancy onto the job market and recruit externally. The great thing about doing this is that you will invite new ideas. You may be able to gain an insight into your competitors, and there will be no fighting for positions amongst your current employees. Both of the above options may obviously also have their disadvantages. It is wise to weigh up the pros and cons of each before choosing one. Selection involves identifying the most suitable candidates to interview for the advertised position. A great selection process will result in lower staff turnover, lower production costs, and most importantly, higher productivity. The steps that it will follow are quite simple. Receiving CVs or job applications. Going through all these CVs to see that they meet the relevant criteria. Drawing up a short list of the right people. Doing background checks to see that the shortlisted individuals are legitimate. I mean, let's face it, we live in South Africa. Interviewing the shortlisted candidates. Conducting different tests and examinations. So things like aptitude tests to see whether you are the right fit for the organization or the job. A medical examination may be conducted, but this is highly dependent. A letter of appointment may be drafted and it must be accepted by the chosen one, or ones, depending on who accepts the job and who does not. An employment contract will then be drafted and it must be signed and accepted by the person who has accepted the employment offer or the letter of appointment.
This is the end of part 1. Thank you so much for watching. Part 2 will be up shortly, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed, please do so by clicking our subscribe button and turning on post notifications so you never miss out on a video.